sinking feeling in the pit of your stomach you get when your iPhone is stolen. You try to log on to Find My but can't. Moments later, your bank account is drained and your credit cards are maxed, and if that weren't all, you now can't access your family photos, passwords, emails, text. How can this happen? You have an iPhone. How did these criminals bypass Apple security settings? And more importantly, what can you now do to protect yourself against such actions?
And my phone was stolen out from my hands. Within 3 minutes, I was locked out of my own Apple ID. And within 24 hours, I noticed that there were thousands of dollars being taken out of my bank account.
Hello, my name is Alex White, and as an IT and cybersecurity professional, I have a passion for helping people demystify their tech, safeguarding their privacy, and strengthening their cybersecurity. Apple has long been at the cutting edge of security and privacy features designed to protect both our devices and our data. To me, that gives iPhone the advantage over Android. As a result, Apple does have a few security measures in place to protect your iPhone if it falls into the hands of a criminal. Some of those include Activation Lock, which is designed to prevent anyone else from using your iPhone or iPad if it is lost or stolen when you've turned on Find My. Or when you go into the Find My app, you can locate your iPhone if it is in the vicinity of other iPhones. Or locking the device out after several failed attempts at identifying your iPhone passcode. But these don't go far enough today, as criminals have become more savvy and brazen, as the Wall Street Journal's Joanna Stern discovered when she reported a series of stories last year uncovering how iPhone thieves were able to thwart these measures after stealing their victims' iPhones, draining their bank accounts, and running up their credit cards. In one of her interviews, a thief explained how he was able to make off with over $300,000 by exploiting this attack vector. In her story, the thieves detailed how they performed such actions. They explained how they were able to peek over the victim's shoulder as the victim was typing in their passcode. In cybersecurity circles, this is often known as a shoulder surfing attack.
As soon as the phone's in my hand, I just ask them what's the code, or I watch them put it in before they give it to me. And then I kind of just talk about other things.
Or dupe the victim into handing over their iPhone after unlocking it and then taking off with the phone. I will leave links to this awesome investigative reporting by the Wall Street Journal down in the description below. Unfortunately, these are not hypothetical scenarios. They've happened to real people, and they can happen to you too. In the Wall Street Journal article, Joanna reported a lot of thefts were occurring at bars. But these can easily happen to you at the grocery store, at a cafe, or even out and about when you're asking somebody to take a photo of you in front of a very cool place. How many times have you found yourself walking down the aisle in the grocery store, popping open your iPhone, typing in your passcode to look at your grocery list, and laying down your phone in your cart and going over and reaching up to pick something off the shelf to put in your cart? In that split second, your iPhone can be gone, and the criminal could have seen the code that you typed, and now that they have your device and your phone, they can do a lot of damage.
You lose your phone, you don't think about how you can lose everything else. I'm a good Apple customer. I back everything up to iCloud, and I thought I would come back home, log in on my MacBook, and everything just would be fine. That's not what happened. Once you take over someone's Apple ID, it's game over for them.
Once the criminal has your phone and your passcode, they can do a lot of damage, such as changing your Apple ID password, which then locks you out of being able to log on with another device to activate lost or stolen mode or find your iPhone. They can turn off Find My, preventing you from locating or wiping your phone, removing Face ID, enabling a recovery key and preventing you from resetting your password with your phone number or email, accessing your passwords in the iCloud keychain to log on to sites or apps, and transferring money from your bank or cash or crypto apps to them, using Apple Pay to drain your accounts or run up your credit card debts, searching through Apple Notes or Photos for any login ID or password or other private data for them to be able to use. With Apple's release of iOS 17.3, Apple has responded to this attack vector with a new security feature called Stolen Device Protection. As an Apple spokesperson recently highlighted, as threats to users' devices continue to evolve, we work tirelessly to develop powerful new protections for our users and their data. iPhone data encryption has long led the industry, and a thief can't access data on a stolen iPhone without knowing the user's passcode. In the rare cases where a thief can observe the user entering the passcode, then steal the device, stolen device protection adds a sophisticated new layer of protection. Here's how it works. If the iPhone is at a location that is not usually associated with its owner, like home or work, and stolen device protection is turned on, the device will require, in addition to a passcode, a biometric scan, Face ID or Touch ID, to perform sensitive actions and thwart thieves from performing such actions as turning off lost mode, which the thief can use to lock you out of using Find My to locate your stolen phone. Using passwords or passkeys saved in Apple Passwords iCloud keychains, which enables thieves to log into your financial accounts and transfer funds. Using payment methods saved in Safari. Applying for a new Apple Card and running up credit card debt. Taking certain Apple Cash and saving actions in Wallet, like Apple Cash or savings transfers. Erasing all content and settings. Using your iPhone to set up a new device to copy over all of your data from your phone to a new phone before erasing yours. And then Apple adds another layer of security for especially sensitive settings and controls, a 1-hour time delay, which means if the user is outside of a trusted location and attempts to alter the following settings, a biometric scan followed by an hour delay, and then another biometric scan is required in order to perform such actions as changing your Apple ID password, signing out of your Apple ID, updating Apple ID account security settings like removing a trusted device, trusted phone number, recovery key or recovery contact, changing your iPhone passcode, adding or removing Face ID, turning off Find My, turning off stolen device protection. Trusted locations are learned by the iPhone and are not user-entered or updatable. Significant locations like home and work are used as exemptions for stolen device protection. The 1-hour delay ensures that even if a thief can trick the victim into initial biometric scan, it would be incredibly unlikely that the victim would still be available an hour later for a secondary biometric scan. This additional layer of security now addresses the gap that the thief started to exploit last year. To enable stolen device protection, you need an iPhone running iOS 17.3 or later and have Face ID or Touch ID enabled on your device. To enable the setting, follow these simple steps. Go to Settings, tap Face ID and Passcode, or Touch ID and Passcode, enter your passcode, scroll down to Stolen Device Protection and toggle it on, confirm with Face ID or Touch ID, and bam, you're done. Stolen Device Protection is a welcome addition to the iPhone security features. It can help you protect your data and account from thieves who know your passcode. However, it is not a foolproof solution. It won't cover all the threats to your personal and financial information on your phone. It does buy you time to locate your phone using Find My and informing the authorities and credit card or financial providers about the same. If you like this content, please hit that subscribe button to tune in each week for more like this. And while you're at it, if you can hit that like button, it really does help the channel out. Thank you. What can still be stolen? A thief with your iPhone and its passcode can still unlock your phone even when stolen device protection is on. Any app such as your bank, credit card, or crypto app that doesn't contain an additional password or PIN is vulnerable. So are accounts that can be reset by text or email. And Apple Pay still works with the passcode if Face ID or Touch ID fails. That's why I suggest taking the following 7 actions. First, create a hard-to-guess alphanumeric passcode for your iPhone, a string of numbers and letters which will be much harder for a thief to snoop than a 4 or 6-digit code. To do this, you go to Settings, Face ID and Passcode, Change Passcode, Passcode Options, Custom Alphanumeric Code, and type in your code. Second, don't give your iPhone passcode to strangers. Hide it in public. Treat it like an ATM PIN code, and always try to use Face ID or Touch ID. Third, use a third-party password manager instead of notes or photos to store your passwords or sensitive data. Using apps like 1Password, Bitwarden, or Dashlane to store your passwords, two-factor authentication tokens, and passkeys, which require a separate password to gain access to, can be very helpful. And don't use the same password as your iPhone or Apple ID for your password manager. Have your password manager generate strong and unique complex passwords for each one of your online accounts. That way it would be very hard to guess what your passcode is amongst your various different accounts. Fourth, in addition to passwords, add pins to financial, cash, and crypto apps. This provides an additional layer of protection for banking or financial apps like Venmo, because the thief will need to know not only your iPhone code, but also the unique PIN code for those particular apps. And don't set the PIN code to be the same as your iPhone's passcode. Fifth, back up your data regularly to the iCloud. Sixth, and most importantly, act quickly to remotely wipe your device. Memorize the simple web address, icloud.com/find. You can use any device or web browser to log in with your Apple ID and find your phone and mark it as lost or stolen and remotely erase the data on your phone should something happen. Seventh, since the thief can still use your iPhone passcode for purchases with Apple Pay, I would recommend setting up bank or credit card notification alerts when transaction is generated. That way you know what activity is going on in the case of your iPhone being lost or stolen. And of course, notify the authorities and your bank or credit card providers that your phone has been lost or stolen. I keep my bank and credit card contact information in my password manager. That way it's always just a browser session away for me to locate it. In summary, if we have learned anything from the reporting of these incidents, is that the toll of a stolen phone can be much more than just the cost of that device. So if a thief does get a hold of your iPhone, act quickly. Stolen device protection won't prevent your iPhone from being stolen, but it might keep your Apple ID, passwords, and finances safe from thieves, buying you time to locate your iPhone using Find My and informing the authorities and your financial providers of the same. But it must be turned on before the device is lost. It is a great new feature to help close the gaps thieves have been exploiting. It is easy to enable, and it can give you peace of mind when you are out and about with your iPhone. I highly recommend that you update your device to iOS 17.3 and turn on this feature as soon as possible. You never know when you might need it. Have you ever had your iPhone or data stolen by someone who knew your passcode? If so, what did you do, and what advice would you give others? Please share in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay safe. And check out this video over here, or over here.